my name is Lindy Sherries and I used to be a Sangoma. In this channel, I talk about everything, guys. Abokorobela, the secrets that we were taught not to share with you guys, how we used to trick you guys, the spirits, how everything works when you go to a Sangoma for consultation, Yamatambo. So whether you believe in God or don't believe in God, please check out this channel so we can talk about it. If you believe in God, let's share the gospel. If you don't believe in God, you can check out the channel too. I want to hear your opinion, and I want people to actually share their opinion, not insulting me without saying why. Thank you, and I'll see you on my channel.
Yeah, thank you for joining me right here in my channel, Solomon Izangi Shams. Welcome to Solomon's Temple. Please make sure you subscribe to Solomon's Temple. Important. I need to emphasize that. Could you please do me a favor? You've been visiting here, maybe this is even your first time. Just go click subscription. Do that right now. I thank you so much in advance. Thank you, everyone. Wherever you're watching from, please make sure you comment and give us a heads up where you're watching from. Please let us know where you're watching from in the comment section. If you're watching on Facebook, you're watching on YouTube, where are you watching from? South America? Are you in Asia? Are you in North America? You know, Canada, the USA? Or are you up in Europe or across Africa? Cameroon, Kenya, Zambia, maybe South Africa, Zim, or Nigeria? Botswana is here. Kibarang is here. She's always been watching. Thank you so much for watching from Botswana. And also we have Arinze is watching from Nigeria. It's an Arsenal fan. Last night, Arsenal. Arinze, what do you think about last night? Arsenal is back. That London derby against Chelsea. From Middleburg, South Africa, and Mpumalanga. Mishak, good to have you here. George, you're here from Deep Kloof in Soweto, just here in Johannesburg. From Limpopo, it's Nancy and Henry from the beautiful nation of Cameroon. And then we also have from California, Amanda Gonzalez. And Brenda from the beautiful island of Jamaica. Great to have all of you guys here. Appreciate you for all your support, for always being here. Now, the big question is, what is the difference between honor and worship? When is it honor and when does it become worship of a man? Can we honor by worshiping? Can we worship by honoring? A man I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about honoring God. I'm not talking about worshiping God. I'm talking about honoring a pastor, a prophet, an apostle, a bishop. I'm talking about worshiping them. Because we have quite a lot of them in our midst. And sometimes it gets a bit confusing when we treat a pastor like we treat a king too. It's different. If there is an office that is supposed to show humility, simplicity, accessibility, is the office of a pastor, of a bishop, of a prophet. But that's not what we see a lot of it today, isn't it? We see the way the hero worship them. A pastor, the way we honor a pastor is the same way we honor a politician. But they don't occupy the same office. It's the same way we honor celebrities and kings. You guys do not understand, when you sign up to serve God the way that you want as a pastor, it's totally a different ball game. We are supposed to be the ones that will show examples of servant leadership, a leadership that has no accolades and flamboyancy and all the razzmatazz around it. Some people are like, oh, well, I mean, we honor politicians that much, so why can't we honor our pastors and our prophets? It's a different ball game, guys.
Jesus detested that, actually. There was one time that Jesus allowed people to honor him in a bit more extravagant way. And it happened last week, Easter. You remember the triumphant entry into Jerusalem and the donkey, and people were putting stuff because he knew where he was going. There's a part of him that is God, though he's human, but there's a part of him that is God. We've seen photos of people kneeling down and kissing the foot of their pastors, people doing some stuff that is just so shocking. And I'm going to show you a video of this pastor who arrived at church. It was during this Easter period in a limousine. So this is supposed to be a special time where we are reflecting on the death, crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus. And then you hired a limousine to go to church in a community where people are struggling, in a poor community. Or people hired a limousine for him. And when he came, see the way that they adored him. Let's watch this video first and then we talk about it. There's a lot that's wrong with this, isn't it? What do you think? Tell me what you saw. You can see the community is it's a struggling community, and then you had a limousine. You came in, and all these guys, armor bearers, whoever started following you, they're all in uniform. And the most annoying thing is you arrived in the limousine when everybody is in church and singing. Do you see it? Some pastors feel so important that they arrive late. Okay, I know when you arrive late and you have a legit reason why you are arriving late. I understand that. But intentionally, some pastors and prophets only arrive when everybody is in church and singing, then they arrive. Then people pay attention to them. He's here. The man of God is here. Something wrong with this video. Let's watch it. So you had a limousine like this just for only you alone to sit inside, right? Him alone. And you had a limousine. Important. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? I see some comments here saying, we don't worship them, we honor them. But the fact is, you don't know that you're worshiping them. You think you're honoring them. That's the fact. A lot of people think they are actually honoring them, but if you look at it based on biblical teachings and principles, you're actually worshiping them. Civiwe is saying we can never worship any human being despite of their title, but we can honor them to a certain extent. Exactly. How far? How? To what extent? Andre put it nicely. He said, Christ himself says, I did not come to be served, but to serve. I did not come to be served, but to serve. Now, there are a lot of examples of prophets like the Bushiri and all these guys who are basically wants to be served. Every human being wants to be served. That's the nature of humans. I want you to serve me. I want you to worship me, because every human being has this thing that wants to make them feel like a god, to dominate authority. A lot of us don't have it now because of Christ. But just because you carry a title of a pastor or bishop or an apostle doesn't mean that you don't have that God complex. Andre says, some arrive late to make a special entrance. You come in late when they are singing, everybody is in church, you go straight. What? That is disrespecting the people. If there's anyone that's supposed to actually come to church early, is the pastor. I'm not saying you should come before everybody. No, but you should arrive early enough, not to make some grand entrance. Why? Who are you? The Holy Spirit or angel? Sydney says, these are just charlatans who are taking money from people. And if you look at where they're taking the money, Sydney, that's a community. They meet in a tent. Just to tell you, and I give you an idea where that church is located. They meet in a tent. Arinze says, they are only having their rewards and recognition by their gullible followers. African syndrome. A single man hiring a limousine is a wasteful nature of African. Exactly. You alone in this long limousine. I thought, maybe his wife is going to come out, or maybe his kids, or maybe he's there with his friends. Michelle says, Uncle Solomon, this is idol worship to the core. It's beyond sad that people take this as what should happen, when in actual fact, it's beyond sin. That's what people don't understand. And if you go have an engagement with these people, they say, no, we have to honor him. But you're clearly not honoring him, you're worshiping him. Driving a limousine to a village road. When we elevate someone to a position of being infallible, that is worship. Honor involves respect, courtesy, encouragement, and loyalty, while at the same time being truthful and loving. What do I say, man? I don't even know what to add to this. Guys, let's be careful. The sort of honor that we demand from people and the sort of honor that we give to people. Make sure your heart is in the right place. Thank you so much. God bless you. Please make sure you subscribe. Shalom.